Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Today I'm doing a call to action speech on why sex education should be incorporated in schools. Sex education is about life skills. In 2010, teen pregnancy and childbirth accounted for 9.4 billion in cost to the U.S. taxpayers for increased healthcare, foster care, increased incarceration rates among children of teen parents, and lost tax revenue because of lower education attainment and income among young teen mothers. Also, teen pregnancy and birth rate are significant contributors to high school dropout rates among young girls. Only about 50% of teen mothers receive a high school diploma by 22 years of age, whereas 90% of women who do not give birth give during adolescence graduate from high school. Here is a graph showing you the teen birth rates in the United States for 2015 for women ages 15 to 19. Why is this? I'm sure you're wondering. Well, did you know only 13 states in the nation require sex education to be medically accurate? All is left up to interpretation and teenage health literacy. In fact, today, fewer young people report receiving any formal education at all. Here's a graph showing you the sex ed legislation in the United States and what they're allowed to teach. Through my research, I have found three main points on why sex education should be a required course. They have healthier outcomes, students are more informed, and they make safer choices. We can't always assume that adolescents will wait to become an adult before making adult decisions. So let's take a look at how incorporating sex education helps make your student or helps make your student more informed. In 2017, the National Education Association recommitted its support for sensitive sex education programs taught by well trained educators who thoughtfully involve parents and give careful attention to developmental needs, appropriateness to community settings and values, and respect for individual differences. A group of educators in San Francisco developed a curriculum for all districts that address critical issues involving consent and sexual preferences, according to Christopher Pepper, a health educator who helped author the curriculum and teaches sex education and advocates for it nationwide. San Francisco sex education programs are now being modeled throughout California and other regions. This curriculum establishes sex education at every level, beginning with elementary school, where it covers topics such as touching and puberty, in middle school, where it uses curriculum called Healthy Me, Healthy Us. This addresses topics such as birth control, sexual harassment, personal boundaries, and LGBTQ issues. Then in high school, students cover curriculum called Be Real, Be Ready. This covers 26 lessons delivered to ninth graders. This focuses on shame free and non judgmental while offering developmentally appropriate information about health, sexuality, and relationships at every stage of their lives. Health class is a perfect venue for these conversations, and now is the time to make sure sex ed is taught sensitively, thoughtfully, and comprehensively in every school in our country. How does being informed help students make safer choices? Teen pregnancy is at an all time low, which has been a decade long trend. Studies show that when sex education included information about contraception, teens had a lower risk for teen pregnancy than those who received abstinence-only education or none at all. The more teens can access accurate information from a trusted provider, the more prepared they are in making decisions about their bodies and relationships. This promotes the increase for healthier outcomes. Teens will make a decision to engage in sexual activity whether they are adequately informed or not. This leaves health professionals with the opportunity to promote sexual health literacy. Many believe that sexual orientation is a topic that is to be discussed at home, but the sad reality is that it isn't. Most teens lack the relationship to comfortably ask parents, teachers, or peers about health information related to orientation. More teens are becoming open about their sexual orientation and their sexual identity. Opening this discussion allows for talk of how to protect oneself from the risk of potential STDs, as well as heterosexuals. This results in fewer unplanned pregnancies and more protection against sexually transmitted disease and infection. Here is a chart that shows the STD reported by teens in the United States from the ages of 15 to 24. In conclusion, considering the many recent sexual harassment scandals, many schools and communities are examining how they want to talk about consent and healthy relationships with the youth. As said before, health class is the perfect venue to have these conversations through sex education. Although I know many believe that this is a discussion to be had at home, having parents and families working alongside the school professionals sends a much louder message. This ultimately makes for a greater impact on these students. It is my hope that this will soon be implemented for all students so that the youth remain safe and healthy. Thank you all.